basically being kind of unimpressed with his more recent shit. You know, like I just didn't really. I listened to a whole lot of Red. I'm like, you know, cool. Like, this is not for me, you know? And then it became like the biggest record in the world. I think that album, more so than almost any other album in recent memory, to me really sort of symbolized like, oh, you are kind of out of step with these kids these days. Because to me, I didn't really find it that cool or interesting. And clearly like a whole generation of kids did. So, you know, and I can accept that when that does happen. Because if I had listened to it and I loved it, I would be on the podcast saying that I loved it. And there's been a lot of times that I listened to music where it clearly wasn't for me, but I still got it. But even that right there is like, if I had taken more time with that album and listened to it a few more times and not felt the need to talk about it online immediately after, maybe I could have like been a little bit more open-minded. Like maybe the rush to have opinions about it online kind of killed it for me.
You know what? I feel like that's definitely like a fair perspective, especially since that you put on so many different artists, including giving one of the biggest interviews of all time to one of the most legendary rappers of my generation, and even the whole SoundCloud generation, with XXXTentacion. And I just give Adam22 so much respect. At least he's being honest. Because I see like a lot of these Radioheads claiming, man, I mean claiming and saying, yo, I actually understand a whole lot of Red. When I remember a lot of people in your niche being like, yo, a whole lot of Red's fucking trash, man. But I'm super glad that Adam22 is keeping his word on saying, yo, I'm just not really feeling a whole lot of Red. I just don't really understand all the hype towards it. And my personal opinion, I think a whole lot of Red is already a classic, with Playboi Carti birthing a whole new generation already, including one humongous artist, one of my favorite artists right now, Yeat. Like Yeat pretty much not his most recent project, but his project Up To Me was pretty much just rapping on a whole lot of Red type beats. Then you pretty much saw the whole underground pretty much just rapping over those filthy type beats, including Yeat even rapping on produced tracks by Filthy. And you know, it's just so many artists that just kind of really just took that style by Playboi Carti. Here's one artist I'll say 100% just tried to steal Playboi Carti's whole swag with not giving a fuck, man. And that's Autumn. Autumn's most recent project, or not his most recent project, but a project he dropped in 2022 called Antagonist, pretty much was just ripping off a whole lot of Red, even doing those kind of screeches and everything, trying to copy his whole style. Playboi Carti's a whole lot of Red really just opened the doors to this whole new generation, including his own artists and his signees, Homicide Gang. They pretty much rap all over those whole lot of Red type beats. Ken Carson kind of all raps over the type of beats that Playboi Carti's Beano song was on, and Slayer. So he's definitely opening the doors for his artists. And even Destroy Lonely. Like Destroy Lonely's whole dark style is kind of like a whole lot of Red type beats. Like the song No Stylist is very similar to the song Sky beat-wise. It's definitely like a rage beat. Which brings it back to my other topic. How Pure Boring actually started the whole rage sound. The video is going to be right up here. But anyways, yeah. You know what? Like, I totally see Adam22's perspective. He is like around 40 years old, man. He's putting a lot of work for this whole rap generation. So I don't blame him, man. Like, honestly, props to him with being honest. Because so many people are dick riders of this project. Don't get me wrong, this project is definitely 9.5 out of 10. Classic. The only other classic that's dropped in the last 2 years, music-wise, for rap, is Yeat's Up To Me. And they're both a similar sound. And one sound influenced the other. And there's a whole lot of Red influencing Up To Me. So, and I happen to absolutely love that sound. You know what I mean? Playboi Carti has a cult following. You know what I mean? Yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. And also my little breakdown of all this. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and comment your actual opinions. Man, I mean your actual opinions. Don't be capping. But what do you rank a whole lot of Red at 10? I gave it a 9.5. The question is, what did you rank it? Your honest opinion, man. Don't be capping out here, man. Stop it. Peace out.